From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snidel.
You could feel the difference this afternoon, couldn't you? A little bit more heat in play. Temperatures got to about the 86-degree mark in Rochester, 88 in Sodus. And I think tomorrow's going to be just another nudge higher than that. Not a huge difference, but I think tomorrow's going to be top of the mountain in the heat department here out of this week. Numbers tonight will end up settling into the middle and upper 60s. All in mild and muggy-ish, but certainly not oppressive. And that's not that tomorrow's going to be oppressive either, but to upper 80s to around 90 degrees. You'll feel it. Note the little icons that start to change later into the afternoon. This is where the scattered showers and storms start to get going. With the passage of this weak front, by the time Friday gets here, I have a feeling that front has already cleared the Rochester area, so we're going to have a hard time even making it back to the 80-degree mark, with most of the wet weather action on Friday relegated to areas farther off to our south, because that's going to be closer to where the actual front is. Remainder of tonight through tomorrow morning, not much is happening. We got to wait for this front to start to get closer and then wait for the atmosphere to begin to become unstable again, which it will do going into the afternoon. Now look, the way this will play out tomorrow, the coverage of rain and storms is not going to be that great. It's not going to be widespread. That's really not the headline. The headline is going to be, however sparsely populated these are, they will have a tendency to be strong, and there's a non-zero chance that one or two of these could need a severe thunderstorm warning attached to them. It's just many of you aren't going to have to deal with much in the way of wet weather. It's feast or famine in that regard. You see by Friday how most of the action that shows up into the afternoon is much more off to the south. We've got more of a northerly wind flow. It'll be a more refreshing air mass, we'll put it that way, to close out our work week. Severe weather risk. In July, with a cold front coming on through, you are almost always going to have at least some risk that a few of these could be strong. This is not unusual. This is what I would call overall pretty garden variety out of this. But obviously, if you are one of the few that gets any kind of wind damage, it's more than garden variety for you. So this is why we watch radar. That's all we've really got concerned about here, is the notion of some stronger wind gusts, no tornadoes. And I highly doubt there's much in the way of hail. Maybe some small pea-sized hail. That would otherwise be it. How much rain are we talking? This is where computer models are only so helpful. You're seeing a much more smoothed out version of how this is going to play out. Rain totals will not be nearly this uniform and consistent. What you will have are many areas that get no rain at all, and then little pockets in splotches of much higher rainfall totals. And in a few places, you can pick up an inch of rainfall out of this with these slow-moving downpours. They're all going to be gone going into the weekend. A beautiful weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, with abundant sunshine. Heading into next week, another heat dome, another heat wave starts to build, but this time it builds to our west. That puts us in a spot where, yeah, it'll be warm and humid, but I also think it's going to be stormy too, around the edge of that ridge of high pressure. We'll have some days in there maybe knocking on the door of 90 again into early next week. We're back after the break.